There seems to be a growing consensus that Canada will have to accept some level of tariff. And I believe last year the government met with auto executives asking them essentially what level of tariff, what tariff rate can you live with? Is that something that should be part of like a plan B in case the Americans say no to zero tariffs? And do you think that's something that the industry needs to consider?
Are you talking about tariffs on autos here?
Yeah, on the automotive industry.
I don't think we should go into a negotiation making unilateral concessions. I think we should go in demanding the ideal outcome. I mean, if you enter the negotiation having already made concessions, then you're only going to have to back down even more. I mean, we've got bargaining agents here from the unions, and we've got some business people here so they've been both, in this room you've got people who've been on both sides of a negotiating table many, many times. And I think they would all agree with me that you don't make concessions before you even get to the table. And that's what Mr. Carney has done. He's unilaterally conceded that there are going to be permanent tariffs on our auto, steel, and lumber. And then he says, let's start negotiating from there. How do you expect us to get a good deal doing it that way? My approach, rather, is build up as much leverage as possible on the front end by unlocking our resources, building up a strategic mineral reserve, and building our strength at home. Also, promising the ability to cooperate on military procurement, and then use that leverage to get tariffs removed. Here, I've got a plan that would advantage both Americans and Canadians if we get to tariff-free deal and a one-for-one production-to-sales ratio. So what we're putting forward here is a realistic plan to get the tariffs removed. Not because we expect the Americans are going to do it to be nice, but because we've got a plan that actually increases their production as well as ours. That would be a much more intelligent negotiating strategy than the unilateral concessions and the weakness we've seen from Mark Carney over the last year.